activities for the, I would say, late spring, early summer time frame. So the current programming has continued, and will continue to offer new programming as interest dictates. What we like to do is, when we start new programs, is to first test interest, and if there is enough interest, we'll move forward and execute plans to make it happen. We have a new line dancing class, for instance, that will be taught. We have a new line dancing class that will be talking that we've put together. We'll test the information and interest on that next. So lots to come, a lot of good things happening at the Senior Center. We have about 1,000 members, with people joining every day. Love to have you join the center as well. I just noticed the Lees are here. Oh, no! There they are. How are you?
Okay.
Glad you could make it this evening. We had, with our Winterfest, and I talked about Winterfest at our last meeting, but Winterfest was a fantastic success again this year. I just want to thank our sponsors, Alpen House, Clifton Park Center, where many of the activities were held, the Hilton Garden Inn, that's where the soup contest was held, Huntington Learning Center, Mazzone Hospitality, Modern Day Music, Prestige Vending, Sound Solutions of Saratoga, Spare Time Entertainment, Stewart Shop, Sylvan Learning Center, the UPS Store of Clifton Park, Times Square, Toxic VR Virtual Reality Lounge, and Warren Fain, Inc. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for their support of Winterfest and many activities that the town does each and every year. So with our Clifton Park Idol competition, we have 2 age groups and 2 winners. One winner was Katie Lee, who's here tonight. The other winner was Hannah Kappa, and unfortunately she has an activity that she does every Monday night that she can't miss. So she's not going to be able to join us tonight, but we're hopeful in the spring, I think she said May time frame, that she'd be able to come by so we can congratulate her as well. The winner of the soup contest was the Rusty Nail. He broke the 2-year string of Rocco's Restaurant. We hope that they'll be able to stop by soon, hopefully by the middle of March, so we can honor them as well. So Katie's here. I didn't get a chance to talk to her before the meeting and prep her on what we were going to do. But you've won before,
yeah,
right? So why don't you come up to the microphone? I know you have no problem talking loud and with authority. So what did you sing that day? Why don't you tell everybody what you sang? There were a couple of songs, and you did a fantastic job, obviously. You were the winner, and as always, every year we have great talent. And Katie's been competing in the Clifton Park Idol contest several times at this point,
yeah,
right? Yeah. And how many times have you won it previously? At least one.
I've won it 3 times.
3 times?
Yes. And then I came in 3rd twice.
Wow, fantastic. So what did you sing this year?
I sang I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet by Gerald King.
Harold King, that's music for all ages, right?
Yeah.
Is that what your dad told you?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good choice, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, and you did a great job with it. So how do you prepare when you go into these competitions? How do you prepare is there anything different that you do? I mean, singers, you do your voice exercises, you practice.
I have a vocal teacher, and I sing with her, and then, I sing for my family, and they're very supportive. And, yeah, I mean, I just have a lot of great people that I can sing in front of, and that will listen to me after a lot of times that I repeat and repeat, but I'm glad that I have a lot of people that I can do that with, and I feel more comfortable having them there, and it's kind of nice to have like a little fan things, kind of.
And they give you a little constructive criticism
Yeah,
now and again,
yeah.
right? Your dad, I know, is very
Yeah.
musically inclined.
Yeah, it's nice to get that though, because you love hearing positive comments, but you have to work with criticism, because if you don't, then
Don't
you
we
never
know it?
know. Yeah.
You're all ready for politics. Well, that's great. You're right. You can always get better, right?
Yeah, just take things what people say and try to improve.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, you coming back next year to defend your title again?
Yeah, I always love doing it. It's just such a great opportunity, and I love coming and seeing people sing, and I love being a part of it too.
Well, we were so happy to start this talent contest, if you will. Probably 10 years ago now, I guess it was. Because there really wasn't a singing contest in town, and that I knew of at the time. Maybe since that time there's been others that have come about, but it's so great to see you and some of the other young singers that some return each year, and each year we have some new folks that get involved, and it's great. But the competition's tough, right? I mean, you really got to up your game. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of really great people, and it's cool though, because I've had people who've started at the same age as me, and they keep on doing it, and it's so nice to see them each year, and yeah, I love it.
But winning's fun too.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Especially with the great prizes. I won't go through them all, but we get some pretty good prizes, huh?
Yeah, paying money for the mall, I like that.
Yeah, you walked away with, and the mall gave you some money and some other giveaways. And so, the mall is a great supporter of the Clifton Park Idol Contest and so many other things that the town does. Well, we just want to congratulate you very much.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so glad you could make it tonight so we could honor you here at a town board meeting. And thank you for your participation. You're doing such a great job. Katie Lee. Come on, Katie. We're going to get a quick picture. Bravo. I tell you, he has great. I love it. Hey, we can have Dad come on too. Is that your brother?
Yes.
Yeah, come on up. Come on up, Dad. Bring the fam. Does your brother sing? No. No?
Eardrums if I see
Oh!
the St. Edwards. He's a very violent player.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Take one more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Fantastic. We have the start of a band.
Want to take
Violinist and a
Sure. Just to get heavy set up.
Ready? Alright, I'll take one more. Perfect.
Thanks, John. Very good.
What
Great
you
job,
guys-
Katie.
What you guys know, on Wednesday, the Gazette did an interview about all time.
Yes.
And they're going to be in Wednesdays. And if anybody has, we're starting we did it once before at Ravenswood. We'll do it again this Sunday. Open mic for children.
Oh,
So, any just come by, or you can email the Ravenswood, or you have our email.
Yep.
And if any children wants to come and participate, it's a great. We did it in December. It worked out fabulous.
Oh, that's
So we're
fantastic.
doing it again this Sunday at 1:30 in the
And
afternoon.
what's the age limit on that?
It's like 8 to 17.
8 to 17,
And
right?
anybody. I mean, we had little kids coming up. Anybody who
Oh,
comes
that's
by
good.
can come up and sing. So if you know any children that want to come by this Sunday at 1:30 at the Ravenswood.
Very good.
Those Compton kids
Fantastic.
know about it, they'll all be there.
Excuse me?
The Compton kids know about it, the little ones.
Yeah, oh, they were there the last time. Yeah, and yeah, so it's a lot of fun. So anybody wants to come by, they're all welcome. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
So thank you very much for
You bet. Congratulations. Great job, Katie.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll see. What grade are you in, Katie?
I'm in 7th grade.
You in 7th grade? Keep singing. Don't stop. Okay, we do have fair amount of resolutions here tonight, so Barry, if you could read through them, and we'll consider each one individually.
A resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign change order number 1, supplemental number 1 for construction inspection services for the construction contract for the Erie Canal Community Connected Trail Project. Whereas the resolution number 154, 2015, the town board authorized a contract for engineering services and construction management with Greenman Peterson Engineers for the Erie Canal Community Connected Trail Project, linking the towns of Half Moon and Clifton Park along a 4.4-mile route closely following the Erie Canal towpath from the Bishop Ferry Preserve to Clandestine Road in the town of Half Moon. And whereas by resolution number 163 of 2016, the town board authorized the construction contract for the project with Gallo Construction Corp. And whereas the contract dated April 15, 2016 provided for a project completion deadline of December 31st, 2016. And whereas Gallo Construction, as general contractor, has experienced construction delays and budget adjustments for materials for the project, primarily within the town of Half Moon. And whereas Greenman Peterson Inc., construction manager, engineering consultant for the project, has recommended execution of a change order to adjust the date of substantial completion and related construction deadlines, and to reflect the adjusted costs and grants within the town of Half Moon. And whereas the change order was prepared by Greenman Peterson, which provides a new completion deadline of May 1st, 2017, and which includes no additional cost to the town of the park. And whereas the construction delays will result in increased costs in an amount estimated at up to $69,832 for engineering and construction management services by Greenman Peterson, which will be charged to Gallo Construction and deducted by the town from payments due Gallo pursuant to paragraph 7.4 of the April 15, 2016 general contract. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign change order number 1 to the construction contract with Gallo Construction Corporation dated December 22nd, 2016, and be further resolved that the supervisor is authorized to sign supplemental number 1 to the Greenman Peterson Engineering contract dated February 2nd, 2017. Resolution donating 1 slot of ice time to the Clifton Park Junior Dynamo Pee Wee Major Team game versus the PAL Junior Islanders that will be held at the Clifton Park Ice Arena. Whereas the Clifton Park Junior Dynamo Pee Wee Major Team will be hosting 3 games against the PAL Junior Islanders February 25th through the 26th, 2017 at the Clifton Park Ice Arena. And whereas the Clifton Park Dynamo hockey program is a Tier 1 AAA hockey organization dedicated to providing the best experience for our community's youth playing this sport of ice hockey, emphasizing leadership, teamwork, and good sportsmanship. And whereas the CP Junior Dynamo Pee Wee Major Team has advanced to the state tournament in Buffalo, and whereas Clifton Park Dynamo has requested that the town of Clifton Park donate 1 sheet of ice time to help offset tournament play costs. Now therefore be resolved that the town of Clifton Park is authorized to donate 1 slot of ice time in support of the Clifton Park Junior Dynamo Pee Wee Majors hosting of the PALS Junior Islanders at the Clifton Park Ice Arena February 25th through the 26th, 2017. Resolution authorizing Tim Ward and Dick Deep to serve alcoholic beverages at a fundraising event to be held at Veterans Memorial Park on August 27, 2017. Whereas Tim Ward and Dick Deep Inc. are hosting a fundraising softball tournament on September 2nd, 2000. Well, let's see, we got 2 different dates here, so we'll have to clarify this thing. On September 2nd, 2016, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And whereas Tim Ward has requested permission to serve alcohol in the form of beer and wine at the event, now therefore be it resolved that Tim Ward and Dick Deep are hereby authorized to serve beer and wine at a fundraising softball tournament at Veterans Memorial Park on September 2nd, 2017 from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's the second? All right, thanks. Okay. A resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a lease agreement with Fruitful Vine Christian Church for rental of the top floor of the Burning Bush Clubhouse. Whereas pursuant to Town Law 64-2A, the town board is authorized to lease town-owned property, and whereas Fruitful Vine Christian Church wishes to rent the top floor of the Burning Bush Clubhouse for a term of 12 months, lease to expire on March 19, 2018, at an annual rent of $21,600. And whereas the tenant may elect to remain in possession of the property after March 19, 2018, as a month-to-month tenant for up to 12 consecutive months. Now therefore be it resolved that the town supervisor is hereby authorized to sign the attached lease agreement with Fruitful Vine Crystal Church for rental of the top floor of the Burning Bush Clubhouse, provided that the town has provided a certificate of insurance in the amount of $1 million, naming the town of Clifton Park as additionally insured. A resolution authorizing the hiring of summer staff in Buildings and Grounds Departments per Schedule A. Whereas a need exists for summer workers in the Buildings and Grounds Department, and whereas Michael Hannigan, Buildings and Grounds Supervisor, has recommended that the individuals listed in Schedule A be hired to fill these positions, and whereas the wages to be paid to the hired individuals are listed in Schedule A as budgeted, now therefore be it resolved that the individuals listed in Schedule A attached hereto be hired as part of the summer Buildings and Grounds staff for the summer of 2017, effective immediately, to be paid from, and that line item is listed. A resolution hiring Wild Goose Chase New Lebanon, New York, to rid the Clifton Knolls ponds of Canada geese. Whereas the Canada geese continue to be a problem at the Clifton Knolls ponds and the Barney Road Golf Course. And whereas the town board of commissioners of both the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Park District and the Barney Road Golf Course has received a request to authorize the hiring of Wild Goose Chase to chase the geese away before they lay their eggs. And whereas the company utilizes border collies to herd and harass the birds until they leave, and whereas the town has been pleased with the service and commitment of Wild Goose Chase and the results in keeping the areas clear of Canada geese, now therefore be it resolved that the town board acting as commissioners of Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Park District and the Barney Road Golf Course hereby authorizes the hiring of Wild Goose Chase New Lebanon, New York, to reduce the Canada geese from taking root in the Clifton Knolls ponds and the Barney Road Golf Course at a cost not to exceed $10,000 for the season, to be paid with $7,000 from the Clifton Knolls Park District and $3,000 from the Barney Road Golf Course. Resolution authorizing the hiring of Kathleen Bogucki as groundskeeper at the Barney Road Golf Course for the 2017 season, whereas it is necessary that returning staff be rehired by the Office of Buildings and Grounds for operation of the Barney Road Golf Course. And whereas Michael Hannigan, Buildings and Grounds Supervisor, has recommended Kathleen Bogucki, Par Del Rio, Clifton Park to be rehired as groundskeeper for the golf course. Now therefore be it resolved that this authorization is hereby given to hire Kathleen Bogucki as golf course groundskeeper for the 2017 season at an hourly rate of $14, not to exceed $17,500 for the season, to be paid from Barney Road Golf part-time employee. Resolution hiring summer help for the Rossville Park District. Whereas a need has been identified for summer help to do light landscaping for the Rossville Park District, and whereas Michael Hannigan, Buildings and Grounds Supervisor, recommends that William Williams, Bruno Road, Clifton Park be hired for this position, now therefore be resolved that the town board acting as commissioners of the Rossville Park District hereby authorizes the hiring of William Williams to do light landscaping for the Rossville Park District at $15 per hour, effective immediately, to be paid from Rossville Park District Maintenance. A resolution awarding contracts for landscape work for the Clifton Knolls Park District. Whereas quotes were received by the town board as commissioners of the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek districts for seasonal landscape work, including various landscaping work, and whereas the lowest conforming quote for the landscaping services was submitted by Cliffside Services, and whereas Cliffside Services is known to the town to provide competent and timely landscaping services, now therefore be it resolved that the town board as commissioners of the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Park districts hereby awards the contract to Cliffside Services for landscape and field maintenance work at the Clifton Knolls Park District at a cost not to exceed $15,400 per year for the 2017 through 2020 seasons, each to be budgeted from Clifton Knolls Park Mill Creek District maintenance, and they further resolve that this agreement is renewable through the 2020 season if all parties agree. Resolution awarding a contract for landscape work for the Settlers Hill Park District. Whereas quotes were received by the town board as commissioners of the Settlers Hill Park District for landscape work for the district, and whereas the lowest conforming quote for the work to be done, which includes mowing, trimming, weeding, mulching, and plantings, is outlined in the invitation to provide price quote, was submitted by Greg Seasonal in an amount not to exceed $4,000. Now therefore be resolved that the town board as commissioners of the Settlers Hill Park District hereby awards the contract to Greg Seasonal for landscape work at the Settlers Hill Park District at a cost not to exceed $4,000 for the 2017 season, to be budgeted from Settlers Hill Park District maintenance. Be it further resolved that the agreement is renewable through 2020 season if all parties agree. A resolution awarding a contract for landscape work for the Windcrest Park District. Whereas quotes were received by the Town Board of Commissioners of the Windcrest Park District for landscape work for the district. And whereas the lowest conforming quote for the work to be done, which includes mowing, trimming, weeding, mulching, and plantings, as outlined in the invitation to provide price quote, was submitted by A to Z Property Management in an amount not to exceed $2,200. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of Commissioners of the Windcrest Park District hereby awards the contract to A to Z Property Management for landscape work at the Windcrest Park District at a cost not to exceed $2,200 for the 2017 season to be budgeted from Windcrest Park District Maintenance, and be it further resolved that the agreement is renewable through the 2020 season if all parties agree. A resolution awarding a contract for mowing services for the Sherwood Forest Park District, which includes the subdivisions of Sherwood Forest, Emerson, and Sterling Heights. Whereas quotes were received by the Town Board of Commissioners of the Sherwood Forest Park District for landscape work for the district, and whereas the lowest conforming quote for the work to be done, which includes mowing and trimming of park areas, median, and entrances to Sherwood Forest Park District, was submitted by Greg Cecil in an amount not to exceed $5,950. Now therefore be resolved that the Town Board of Commissioners of the Sherwood Forest Park District hereby awards the contract to Greg Seasonal mowing and trimming work at the Sherwood Forest Park District at a cost not to exceed $5,950 for the 2017 season to be budgeted from the Sherwood Forest Park District Maintenance, and be it further resolved that the agreement is renewable through the 2019 season if all parties agree. Resolution awarding a contract for landscape work for the Sherwood Forest Park District, which includes the subdivisions of Sherwood Forest, Emerson, and Sterling Heights. Whereas quotes were received by the Town Board as Commissioners of the Sherwood Forest Park District for landscape work for the district, and whereas the lowest conforming quote for the work to be done, which includes removal and disposal of debris at various entrances and weeding the planting areas around the entrance signs to the Sherwood Forest Park District, was submitted by Greg Seasonal in an amount not to exceed $2,500. Now they be resolved that the Town Board of Commissioners of the Sherwood Forest Park District hereby awards the contract to Greg Seasonal for landscape work at the Sherwood Forest Park District at a cost not to exceed $2,500 for the 2017 season to be budgeted from Sherwood Forest Park District Maintenance. A resolution authorizing the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Sip Association to serve alcoholic beverages at the annual association sponsored wine and cheese party at the Lotus Lane Clubhouse. Whereas Deb Jakowski of the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Sip Association has requested permission to serve alcoholic beverages on March 4th, 2017 at a wine and cheese party to be held at the Lotus Lane Clubhouse. And whereas it is the town's policy to require the using group to monitor the consumption of alcohol and be responsible for the group's activity, and it will be resolved that the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Civic Association is authorized to serve alcoholic beverages on March 4th, 2017 from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at an adults-only Civic Association event being held at the Lotus Lane Clubhouse contingent upon the provision of a certificate of liability insurance, naming the town as an additional insured and in a coverage amount acceptable to the town, and be further resolved that the special alcohol use permit fee of $25 is hereby waived. A resolution authorizing the hiring of art and athletic specialists for the 2017 summer recreation, full and half-day summer camps. Whereas the Town Board wishes to hire additional staff to be hired by the Department of Parks and Recreation to operate the Township Parks 2017 summer recreation, full and half-day camps. And whereas Myla Kramer, Director of Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs, has recommended that the individual is listed in Schedule A attached to 2 be hired to fill the position of art and athletic specialist. Now therefore be it resolved that the individuals listed in Schedule A attached here 2 shall be hired to staff the Town of Clifton Park summer recreation, full and half-day camps effective April 3rd, 2017 to August 11th, 2017 per Schedule A. A resolution authorizing the hiring of summer staff for the Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs Office. Whereas an additional staff member is required to staff the Office of Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs during the summer months, and whereas Myla Kramer, Director of Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs, has recommended that Janine Yates, Terrace Court, Boston Lake, be hired as summer office staff member. Now therefore be it resolved that the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs is hereby authorized to hire Janine Yates as a member of the summer office staff effective March 27, 2017 through August 4, 2017 at a grade 1, step 1, $14.78 per hour to be paid from Parks and Recreation Administration. A resolution hiring and returning the golf course supervisor in attendance for the Barney Grove Golf Course for the 2017 season. Whereas the town board wishes to hire seasonal staff for the upcoming season at the Barney Grove Golf Course. Whereas Myra Kramer, Director of the Office of Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs, has recommended that the individuals listed in the attached Schedule A be rehired to fill the positions. Now therefore be resolved that authorization is hereby given to hire the individuals listed on the attached Schedule A as staff for the Barney Grove Golf Course effective March 27, 2017 through November 19, 2017 at a salary as indicated on Schedule A. A resolution authorizing the hiring of a camp site director for the full day camp and site directors for the 4 half-day camps for the 2017 season. Whereas it's necessary that staff be hired by the Department of Parks and Recreation to operate the Town of Clifton Park's 2017 summer recreation programs, and whereas Myra Kramer, Director of Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs, has recommended that the individuals listed in Schedule A attached to be hired for such purpose, that therefore be resolved that the camp site directors listed on Schedule A attached to shall be hired to staff the Town of Clifton Park summer recreation programs. Be further resolved that all hires are effective with start dates and ending dates as per Schedule A. And a resolution provisionally appointing Mark Andrus to the position of Town Information Specialist. Whereas Resolution number 227 of 2008 established the position of Town Information Specialist, and whereas an opening in the position has been created by the appointment of Dan S. Hall as Highway Superintendent, and whereas after reviewing the qualifications of Matthew Andrus, 28 Ashley Drive, Boston Lake, the town board has determined that Mr. Andrus's previous experience makes him an excellent candidate for the position. That after be resolved that Matthew Andrus, 28 Ashley Drive, Boston Lake, is hereby appointed provisionally for the position of Town Information Specialist at grade 6, step 6, $53,180 per year, effective February 28, 2017, and to be paid from the line item is supervisor's office.
Okay, any questions on the resolution? All right, Pat, do you read the headings and we'll consider each resolution individually.
Resolution number 41 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign change order number 1 and supplemental number 1 for construction inspection services for the construction contract for the Erie Canal Community Connector Trail Project.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Romano, second by Mrs. Standard. John, we're going to have a little delay here
Yes,
at the end of the construction.
yes, contractor was supposed to be done by December 31st with final billing at the end of January of 2017. They have not met that deadline. They have started bridge construction last week, which was a good sign that the project is moving forward. It looks like at this point, early May, the contractor will substantially complete the work that they agreed to per the contract. And per the resolution, there's a couple things. The biggest is this does not result in any additional cost to the town. On material costs, we're able to save on certain materials, so where we were over with other quantities, we're able to shift the money to keep that budget neutral. And then Gallo Construction will be paying Green and Peterson for the additional construction inspection, and the town will actually hold back on the invoices that are submitted from Gallo for the construction costs, the amount for the construction inspection that they will be responsible for satisfying.
Okay, good. Any questions for John? Yes.
I did one. John, what was the reason for the delay? Sorry, I guess.
There were a couple of reasons. I think that the contractor, this was their first time dealing with this federal program, and while they're very confident in doing the construction work, I would say 70% construction, 30% paperwork just to get in the door of a federal program. So there was a good 60-day delay on the contractor's part of just dotting their I's and crossing their T's. And then there was also a delay in steel for a bridge that's being constructed that was shipped up from Florida. And then with the winter months, actually they were able to continue construction, weather permitting, so we've been very fortunate in that aspect. But we are holding their feet to the fire as far as what the contract requires for them to deliver, so we will get the completed product at the end of the day.
Well, I'm stunned to hear that there's a great deal of paperwork requirements for the federal government.
Yes. Sure.
Very abnormal.
Yeah.
Very good. Any other questions? Okay. Pat?
Council Whalen?
Yes.
Council Standard?
Yes.
Council Romano?
Yes.
Council Marwood? Yes. Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 42 of 2017. A resolution donating one slot of ice time to the Clifton Park Junior Dynamo PB Major Team game versus the PAL Junior Islanders that will be held at the Clifton Park High School.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen. And we've done this on occasion over the years as the Clifton Park Youth Hockey has tournaments. We will donate a sheet of ice as they try to use these tournaments, as many sporting leagues do in town and otherwise, and that is to use the tournaments as fundraisers. And in this case, that's what they do. They're the largest by far customer of the ice arena for the town, and so it's our way of giving back a little bit and helping them raise some money. Any questions? Pat?
Council Whalen?
Yes.
Council Standard?
Yes.
Council Romano?
Yes.
Council Marwood?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution 43 of 2017, a resolution authorizing Tim Ward and Big D to serve alcoholic beverages at fundraising event to be held at Veterans Memorial Park on September 2nd.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Walwood, second by Mr. Whalen. This is also a returning item. Mr. Ward has been doing this every year for the last few years. It's a fundraiser, and he uses the Veterans Memorial Park softball fields up off McElroy Road. Is there anything different this year, Myla, or is it the same format?
The same exact format that he's been doing the past several years.
Very good. Any questions, discussion? Okay.
Council Whalen?
Yes.
Council Standard?
Yes.
Council Romano?
Yes.
Council Marwood?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution 44 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a lease agreement with Fruitful Vine Christian Church for rental of the top floor of the Burning Bush Courthouse.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whalen, second by Mrs. Standard, and we've leased space in this building to the Fruitful Vine Church for a few years now, and they've been a very good tenant. We've decided to maintain the current rent without an increase. Would just be for another 12-month term. We also lease space at the senior center, or the Clifton Park Senior Community Center, to a church there as well. So we do have a couple of instances where we lease space to churches. We do lease space to a lot of different organizations. It just so happens in these two instances they are houses of worship, which makes our facilities. Well, no, I guess you don't. Yeah.
Council Whalen?
Yes.
Council Standard?
Yes.
Council Romano?
Yes.
Marwood?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 45 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the hiring of summer staff for the Buildings and Grounds Department as per Schedule A.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Standard, second by Mr. Romano. General?
They're all returnees except for one. Logan is the brother of Brendan, who used to work for us. So, except for him.
And he was a good worker, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And this is great because the last couple of years we had some difficulties filling these positions. So, to have everybody returning and at least one new person, that's good.
And if I might throw out, we still have room for one or two more.
Oh, okay, good.
I believe the transfer station, Jeff was saying something the other day, so I don't know if I should talk with him, but we still got a couple spots.
Well, that's where Matt's going. We just haven't told him that. He didn't have to blow our cover.
You can help Jeff down there and leave with me. There you go.
Very good. Any discussion? Okay.
Council Whalen?
Yes.
Council Standard?
Yes.
Council Romano?
Yes.
A resolution hiring Wild Goose Chase, New York for the Clifton Knoll Ponds, to rid the Clifton Knoll Ponds of Canada geese.
Right.
So moved.
R.I.D. Rick.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Walowitz, second by Mrs. Standard. Yeah, so again, this is an annual, see, you know, it's spring, and we get these same, a lot of these same events and tasks to hire folks for. And these guys, this Wild Goose Chase from New Lebanon, New York, he's got a little cottage industry. Not a lot of competition in the goose chasing business, but let me tell you something, he does a good job, and we've hired him for many years now through the Clifton Knowles Park District for this service, along with the golf course after we purchased it. And basically what he has is some little doggies that chase the geese away, because once the geese get used to a certain area and start setting up shop, it's very difficult to move them. So you gotta chase them off early and often, and eventually they'll go somewhere else. Maybe Glenville or Half Moon. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 47 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the hiring of Kathleen Bokucki as groundskeeper at the Barney Road Golf Course for the 2017 season.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Romano, second by Ms. Walowitz, and Kathleen has been with us since we've owned the golf course. Discussion.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 48 of 2017, a resolution hiring summer help for the Dwarsville Park District.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whalen, second by Mrs. Standard. Discussion.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 49 of 2017, a resolution awarding contracts for landscape work for the Clifton Knolls Park District.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen, and we have a few different resolutions here, each, well, not each year, because we do it on a rotating basis, a few years at a, each contract is good for a few years, but we have various projects and initiatives, landscaping and otherwise, in different areas of town that need to be completed each year. And we go out and get a few bids on that work and work with the local park districts to on a scope of work, so that when we go out to bid, obviously the companies know what they're bidding on. So was there anything different this year, Mike, or anything out of place?
No, we, believe it or not, we start this project, the process in October.
Mm.
And we, defining everything, because you gotta have everything, right down to the, how many inches of mulch and all that, just so everybody's bidding on the same thing. And we send it out, and once we get the prices back, and then with the input of the park district representatives, that's how we come up with what you have in front of you today.
Right, right. And sometimes they change the scope of work, which is quite detailed.
Well, yeah, and that's what, like Sherwood Forest, that's why you have two different ones. One for just the mowing, and then the other one, they do change aspects of the entrances and what they want done for that particular year. That's why that one's every year.
Right. And it's really the park districts that drive the amount of work and exactly what areas they want maintained each year. So we do work very closely with the folks in the local neighborhoods. Okay. Pat?
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 50 of 2017, a resolution awarding a contract for landscape work for the Settlers Hill Park District.
So moved.
Second.
By Ms. Walowitz, second by Mr. Romano. This is for Settlers Hill. Any discussion, questions? Okay.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 51 of 2017, a resolution awarding a contract for landscape work for the Windhurst Park District.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen, Windcrest Park District. Any discussion, questions? Okay, Pat?
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe?
Yes.
Supervisor Barron?
Yes.
Resolution number 52 of 2017, a resolution awarding a contract for mowing services for Sherwood Forest Park District, which includes the subdivisions of Sherwood Forest, Emerson, and Sterling Heights.
So moved.
Second.
By Mr. Whalen, second by Ms. Walloway.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe? Yes. Councilman Barron?
Yes.
Resolution number 53 of 2017, a resolution awarding a contract for landscape work for the Sherwood Forest Park District, which includes the subdivisions of Sherwood Forest, Emerson, and Sterling Heights.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe? Yes. Councilman Barron?
Yes.
Resolution number 54 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Civic Association to serve alcoholic beverages at the annual association-sponsored wine and cheese party at the Los Springs Parks.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen, and anytime we do rent out a facility or allow somebody to use a town facility, if they do want to serve any alcoholic beverages, they do need permission from the town board to do that. In this case, it is the request from the Clifton Knolls Mill Creek Civic Association. Okay. Any discussion? Okay.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe?
Yes.
Supervisor Barron?
Yes.
Resolution number 55 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the hiring of arts and athletic specialists for the 2017 summer recreation and half-day summer camps.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Wallowitz, second by Mr. Whalen. Myla?
These are the returning specialists for the camps. We do have 3 openings that Lori Hughes and I have been interviewing, and we'll bring that forward at a later meeting. So everyone on here is returning.
Mm-hmm.
They're excellent. We're very lucky to have them, and we've already started registration, so
Yeah.
we're getting excited about the summer.
Yep, full-day camp registrations out there. We're going to be, obviously, the pools. We hire many folks on a seasonal basis. A lot of, it's a great job opportunity for a lot of young adults, and we're happy to have them. In this case, these are some leaders and directors within our camps. Pat?
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe? Yes. Supervisor Barron?
Yes.
Resolution number 56 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the hiring of summer staff for the Parks, Recreation, and Community Affairs Office.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen. We had, last couple of years, Mackenzie, and she moved on and was able to get full-time employment, so we hated to lose her, but Janine Yates, because this is a seasonal position as well. This will start late March and go through the summer. Janine Yates is very qualified for this position, and I think she'll be a great fit.
Yes, we're very excited to have her on.
Very good. Pat?
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe? Yes. Supervisor Barron?
Yes.
Resolution number 57 of 2017, a resolution hiring returning golf course supervisor and attendants for the Barney Road Golf Course for the 2017 season.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Romano, second by Ms. Walloway. General?
This one's not me, so
That was mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Myla.
They're all returning staff.
Whoever's over there. Mark?
no,
Mark, you got something to say? No?
Yeah, they're all returning staff. They worked for us last year. They're wonderful with the golfers that come on. Very reliable, so we're happy to have them back.
Yeah, good. Good. Okay, any discussion? Okay.
Councilman
Whalen.
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowe?
Yes.
Supervisor Barron?
Yes.
Ooh. Resolution number 58 of 2017, a resolution authorizing the hiring of camp site director for the full-day camp and site directors for the 4 half-day camps to for the 2017 season.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Standard, second by Mr. Whalen. We've got some returning folks here, but we have a new full-day camp director, Peter Bangs, and very excited. He's got a lot of energy and a lot of experience, and we're happy to have him.
Yeah, he has amazing qualifications. He's gonna do a fantastic job. He's ready to go.
Yeah, the camp's open for 8 weeks, but it's a challenging job. You've got over 225 kids a week. You've got road trips and many activities that occur each day in the full-day camp. And then, of course, you always have the weather factor, which can change things up, which means you need to be able to adjust and overcome on a dime. So, but I think he's going to fit right in and do a great job. Okay. Any discussion?
Councilman Whalen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Marlowitz?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes.
Resolution number 59 of 2017, a resolution provisionally appointing Matthew Andrus to the position of Town Information Specialist.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whalen, second by Mrs. Standard, and I was only kidding about the transfer station, Matt. Okay, we'll take you down there and show you around.
You're outside, you got the music playing, you know, where'd you rather be?
This is the worst thing, right? So, now we had an information specialist, somebody under that job title several years ago. That was Jude Hazard, and Jude moved back to Pittsburgh, back to his home area, and got married, and he's doing well, so good for him. Dan Bull, who's now highway superintendent, took Jude's position, but at that time, you know, the town runs very lean. From a personnel standpoint, many of the positions in town evolve over time. Our near-term and long-term goals and initiatives change as time goes on, and certainly that's the case here. We had when Dan Bull was in the position, we changed the position and the job description to a description that emphasized technology quite a bit. And at that time, we had a lot of plans and initiatives to execute on the technology side. Since that time, we've been able to overhaul our IT infrastructure, and we're in a much better place from an IT standpoint within Town Hall on many levels. Now, obviously, in today's world, technology is always something that is important, and you need to continuously make sure that you're maintaining your systems properly and keeping up with the times. There's no doubt about that. But from where we were a few years ago to now, based on what we've been able to execute on the IT side, as I said, overhauling our infrastructure, we have a new website that'll be unveiled next month. We're in a very good place from a technological standpoint. So what we decided to do was move back to the informational specialist position, because that position in the job description fits more closely to our near-term goals and initiatives heading into 2017. You know, we have new communication outlets, as I just mentioned. We're going to have a brand new website next month, and we're very excited about it because it's going to offer many more opportunities for interactivity, residents with the website, many more than you have now. Our website is definitively outdated. We understand that, and that's why we've been working diligently to get this website ready as soon as possible. With our goal has been, and been saying all along, the first quarter of 2017. And we also have the electronic sign that was donated by Prestige Services, and that sign has been fantastic. We not only place town information on that sign, but continuously get requests from community organizations to also have a message on that sign on a regular basis. We try to positively answer those requests each and every time. So another important part of the position, more and more, is constituent service. Absolutely important. Answering questions that people have, disseminating information, solving problems, answering concerns, taking a problem that comes in via email or phone and going about fixing that problem, whatever it may be. And 9 times out of 10, it involves dealing with other departments, whether it's a highway issue or a park issue or a building department issue, whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10, it's working with the other departments to fix the problem. Naturally, some are more involved than others, but constituent service is very important to the job as well. So when we considered all of the near-term goals of the town and needs at this point, and we looked at the background and experience that Matt has, it seemed like a perfect fit because he has many, many years of experience in constituent service, coordinating communications, management, and developing public policy. And I don't want to overlook the management aspect of this job because in this job there's the need to support various departments. And now, since Dan was elevated to highway superintendent shortly thereafter, we assumed operational responsibility for the senior center. So that's a whole new task for the town government. And so the timing, I wouldn't say was terrific from a personnel standpoint within my office. But Raina, who's part-time in the office, has stepped up and has been working more hours than she had previously. And she's done a great job to help with the senior center specifically. And so we're getting everything done, but we definitely need some help. And Matt's going to bring that help, and he'll be able to hit the ground running and get going again due to his many years of experience in all of these areas that are very important to the position. So again, constituent service, coordinating communications, management, developing public policy, and yes, the transfer station will be part of that as well. So
I'm usually there every weekend with my recyclables and everything else anyway. So.
But you won't need a weed whacker. Because if we need you to weed whack, we got real problems. So we won't need you to do that. But it is one of the important entities of the town, and something that we not only need to manage on a day-to-day basis, but also disseminate information to the 4,000 permit holders that frequent the facility. So when you look across the town entities as we go into the summer, you've got the pool, Dan, with what, 5,000 members, visitors?
6,500.
6,500 members.
Best deal in town.
You've got, it is a good deal, you're right. You've got the full-day summer camp with 225 kids a week. You've got the half-day camps with another, 1,000 or so children. You've got if everybody received, has everybody received the booklets yet?
They're getting mailed out tomorrow.
Okay, and so they'll be out tomorrow, so you'll get them this week, the recreational booklets for the spring. There's dozens and dozens of programs that the town runs. The transfer station, as I mentioned, the senior center with 1,000 members. So you just look across, a lot of these entities and programs and departments that the town is responsible for. There's a lot of work to do. And so we'll get you warmed up and ready real quick. So he'll be starting Wednesday. Had the IT folks in today, getting him set up and getting Raina set up as well from an IT standpoint. So that'll be finished by tomorrow. So when you walk in Wednesday, you'll be all ready to go. All right, any discussion? Okay, Pat?
Councilman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Mulligan? Yes. Vice Mayor?
Yes. Any other business to come before the board this evening? Okay. We'll go to public privilege. If you'd like to speak on a town issue, please raise your hand. We'll ask that you come forward. State your name and address for the record, and please keep it to 5 minutes or less. Are there any takers this evening? Now, I know we have some students here that, yeah, they had to come for a class, I'm sure, but they wanted to be here very much. I don't know if you have any comments or no? I don't want to leave you out. Do you have a comment? Gentleman in the back there? No.
Nah,
Okay.
you tried. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Councilman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Standard? Yes. Councilman Romano?
Yes.
Councilman Mulligan? Vice Mayor?
Yes, thank you. I wasn't trying to put you on the spot then.